It came back at 10. So this is interesting. That's obviously awesome. But there's something. Okay, here's my most recent PSA reveal. There's about 20 cards in here. I got really hammered by PSA. I accidentally saw about the first 7 grades when I was shipping them back. Not good. Not good, but this is maybe my 3rd or 4th time sending cards into PSA. So I'm still learning. But I really sent in some of the best. And I got hammered. So let's open these up and take a look. By the way, this is my new Milwaukee box cutter. I love this thing. Best box cutter I've ever had. So if you're interested, Milwaukee, what's it called? Red Flip or something? I don't know. It's great though. Let me go get my glasses so I can read this. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff in here. Modern. And these I brought to the headquarters in New Jersey. They were doing a walk-in event, their first one ever. So I brought them all over to the headquarters in Jersey City and submitted them there, and they came back about a week ago. So I don't know, maybe it took about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I'd have to double check. Let's open this up. Like I said, I saw the first 7 of them, and I was really disappointed. I saw 8s and 7s. I thought at worst it would be a 9. So let's open these up. And there's a couple still on their way because they were, let's see, one was an autograph that's still on its way, and then maybe there's 1 or 2 or 3 cards still on their way for different reasons. I forget now. I just remember one was an autograph. Manny Pacquiao. Okay, let's open this box. By the way, I just picked this up today at my P.O. box. I get my cards shipped back to my P.O. box because I don't trust FedEx and UPS. And so if you get your card shipped back from PSA to a P.O. box, it has to come via the USPS, and it'll come back shipped insured with signature required. And I never have an issue with that. About 20 cards here. Okay, here we go. This was a value submission, value bulk. Total number, 20 cards, $19 a piece. Okay, so a card on the side right off the bat. Let's look at the ones they didn't grade. Okay, so here are 2. They're saying no specific info, no grade. I'll have to look closer on the order form. But these are 1984, I believe 1984, from a TV magazine, Tele Indiscreta. I'm pretty sure they're from Spain, Miami Vice. I got a bunch of them. I sent in 2 of the nicest ones. They didn't grade them. I don't know if it's because they don't grade these. I thought I looked it up and they did. I'll have to take a closer look at these. Okay, so those didn't get graded. Too bad. I like those cards. Here's another card that didn't get graded. This was, I think, the Andre the Giant. Andre El Gigante. No specific info, no grade. This is, I looked up the information when I submitted this. I'll come back to it. I don't want to look here on the PSA order now because then if I look on the order, I'm going to see all the other grades. So I'll come back to that. Evander Holyfield. So this is his Browns boxing card. 1986 Browns boxing. Evander Holyfield rookie. I bought this raw, and I wanted to get it graded. It looked like a nice specimen. I knew it wouldn't gem, but it looked really nice to me. There's a tiny bit of white corner over here. I was hoping for an 8, although I know that was being optimistic, and that's what I got. I got an 8, so I'm actually really happy about that. Really, there's a tiny bit of white on this corner too. It's off-centered a bit, but an 8, so that's awesome. All right, so let me look up the pop count on this one. Pop count of 35, there's 24 higher. How many 10s? I bet the 10s go for a pretty penny because, let's see, how many 10s? Let me double check that. No, I guess I was wrong. So there are only two 10s. 17 9s, and now 35 8s for a total of 90 graded copies in total. All the way from a 4 to 10. 4 to 10. So I got an 8 on that. Happy about that because I think that was the best. Now this is where I got hammered. This is one of the grades I saw. An of 99 Pele Pro Set Gold card, web exclusive. I bought it from the website. It looked pristine to me. I know that's subjective, but come on. And I already saw that it was an 8. Look at this. And now I see it, and I'm very, very positive it wasn't there when I see a nick on the corner. It's possible I missed that, but I doubt it. I looked these over. It's visible through the case. I would have saw that out of the case. There's a nick on the corner. So really bummed about that. But I got a bunch of them, and I sent in what I thought were the nicest ones. I think I got 5 total, and I sent in this one and maybe another one. So I'll have to take a look at the other ones because they're all nice, to be honest with you. And I only sent in one on purpose because I wanted to get a feel for how PSA grades these and what they're looking for. So an 8. Bummed about that, but that makes sense. Here's a Tyson Fury, same one, 2023 web exclusive Pro Set Gold of 199, and I'm pretty sure I saw this grade too. It was also an 8. Okay, this one's a 9. And again, I see a nick on. I wouldn't call it a nick, but I see a tiny white spot on the corner. And again, I wouldn't have sent that in if I noticed that when I sent it in. I guess I missed that. Also have more of these. But you know what? That's good. If the other ones that I have are much nicer, then I'll feel better about sending them in. So Tyson Fury 2023 Leaf Web exclusive, PSA 9 of 199. Let's look up this pop count real quick and see how many. I actually realized afterward they don't sell for that much anyway, so it probably wasn't worth sending these in. But it's a good learning experience. Like I'm pretty sure I saw 10 PSA 10 of Hogan's go for under $20. I was like, holy shit. So this is a pop 6 with no 10s. No 10, so that's interesting. I got to look at my other ones and try and get a 10 on it. No 10s, pop 6, and PSA 9. This one I was surprised about. I saw this grade too. This is a vintage Disco-Rama, Panini Disco-Rama card of Diana Ross, I believe. And I saw the grade on this. I was surprised because I got to be honest with you. If it came back a 7, I would have thought that was fair. And it came back an 8. It's a 1981 Panini Disco-Rama, Donna Summers. It's not banged up, but it's not, it's not pack fresh anymore. There's a tiny scratch or mark right there. There's a tiny nick on this corner. There's a print line or something on the bottom. I mean, and I just wanted it slabbed because I really like these old Panini cards. Disco-Rama. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen them all. The newer ones are the ones you might be familiar with are what are they called? Like pop music. So this is a PSA 8. Let's look at the pop count on this and see what it is. Pop 1 with 1 higher. Pop 1 with 1 higher. So that's nice. I'm happy about that. Number 48 is a PSA 9, no 10s, and only 3 graded copies in total. There's the 9, my 8, and there's 5, a PSA 5. So 3 graded copies in total. All right, here's I got hammered on these. I have an alert set for Pride 2005 cards, especially the holos and the autos. Those are They don't come up too often. They're hard to come by. I'm a big fan of them. I recently bought a few raw. Wasn't happy with the grades. But you know, I just watched that video with SCV made about sending in PSA grades, and while he didn't say it in this video, he said in another one. He said when you're buying raw cards to grade, you really gotta feel out who you're buying them from and be able to make judgments and find the right sellers. And he made a good point. He said if you're buying raw cards from somebody who sells a lot of graded cards or sends in a lot of cards for grading, and they have raw cards for sale, it's possible those are cards that are the rejects. Those raw cards are the ones they've already looked at and reviewed, and we're like, you know what, this isn't gonna get a 9 or a 10. I'm gonna sell it raw. And he made a good point. I bought these cards from somebody who sells slabs and who sends slabs in or cards for grade. So, anyways, blah blah blah. These are beautiful cards, right? Panini called them holos, and I think I did too, foils. But they're also often referred to as sparkles. And I gotta tell you, I mean, I'm looking at this card. There's no nicks on the corner, no scratches, no white spots. It's centered well. I wanted at least 9s on these, and I don't. This one came back in 8. Kakuta versus Takimoto, holo foil, 2006. This is not 2005. 2006 Pride, MMA. Let's look up the pop count on that. And SCV, that new YouTuber who's been doing cards for a while and is pretty successful at it, he said he resubmits sometimes 4 or 5 times until he gets a better grade. And you know, he's not wild about it. He knows, you know, if there's only if the card only has 3 PSA 10s, he's not resubmitting his 9 all over and over again. It's probably not going to get a 10. But if he really believes in it and he thinks he's going to get it and it needs a 10, he'll submit it 4 or 5 times, resubmit it if it's worth it, if the value is worth it. And finally he'll get a 10. So I might I got to take a closer look at these, and I might resubmit him because this 8 is bullshit. So this is a pop 1, no higher. That's interesting. Pop 1, no higher, so there are no 9s, there are no 10s. How many total? How many graded cards total? Oh, only 1. This is the only one that's ever been graded. That's interesting. This is a hot set. Actually, there's a whole set up on eBay, which is also very rare. You don't see that. Let's check that set. I bet it go. I mean, I don't know what it's going to go for. I'm not that familiar with these cards, but let's see this set here. It's so. If you're interested, it's on eBay. MC Sports Cards is the seller. MC Sports Cards. The title is Full Set with Foils, 2006 DSE Pride FC Collection. This has Anderson Silva rookie. It has Fedor Emelianenko, or whatever his last name is. Anyways, there's a bunch of big cards in here. Bunch of bid cards. So it's got 8 bids. It's up to $560. Yeah, it'll sell for over 1,000. I have no idea. But so, anyways, boom. Let's move this along. Here's another Pride FC 2006. Right. Let's take a look at this card. None of these are the big holo foils, by the way, because those go for good money, good coin. Look, I don't know if you can see. The edges are nice. The corners are nice. I wiped it down with the microfiber. I mean, this is a fucking sharp card. Excuse my language. This is a sharp card. Maybe because they're not used to grading them, it looks like nobody sends them in. But this one came back as 7. So this one, I'm going to definitely have to look at. Very, very good. Like, what is there? A dent in it or something? I mean, a 7. Anyway, so what you guys are looking at here with me, let me look up the pop count on that. This is a 20 card order that came back from PSA recently. I've only sent it to PSA about 3 or 4 times, so I'm still learning how to do it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think and how I can improve my chances. 525. But again, not a lot of these are graded. So maybe this is a pop 1, no higher. Here we go. Third, 2006 Pride UFC card. Okay, so there's no chips on the edges. There's no scratches. This corner, it's not white and it's not dented, but I wouldn't say it's pristine. It just looks like it's got a little fade on it. Not pristine, centered well, comes back also a 7. That's bullshit. What am I missing here, you guys who send in the PSA a lot? What am I missing? These are actually, I'm most disappointed in these. These were the cards I was most interested in getting back. That's also a pop 1, none higher. Here's another 2006 Pride UFC. Once again, everything looks great. Near mint 7. Just so disappointed in these. If these came back high, they were going to go for good money. That's also a PSA 1, no higher. Here's the last one. It looks great to me. So I guess it came back a 7 too, and 8. 2006 Pride holo foil. Let's see the pop count on this. Pop 2. Okay, so those are the 5 Pride FCs. Now we got, this is Mike Tyson Black. So this is the 2023 Pro Set Leaf Web exclusive Black series of 49. Mike Tyson. I think I probably bought about, whoa. That's interesting. This case. There's something wrong with this case and there's like moisture inside of it or something. So I'll have to send that. Interesting. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks, this case, there's just, can you see that? So there's something on, anyways, it came back at 10. So this is interesting. That's obviously awesome, but there's like air bubbles inside the case that are visible and are making marks. Let's see what the pop count is on that. Pop 3. And how many, let's see here. I bet a lot of people are sending those in now. I'll be honest with you, I think when I sent these in, there were none. Because I had just gotten them back. 3 10s, 1 9. 3 10s, 1 9. And that's it. So anyways, here we go. Here's the Hulk Hogan version of this. Also the black. And a 10. So that's interesting. I sent in the 2 golds came back. What did the golds come back? The Pele came back an 8. Tyson Fury came back a 9. And these both came back at 10, which speaks to what SCV said in his video, that sending in cards that have just come out tend to do better because there's that psychology of the grader knowing that they're brand new and haven't been handled much, whereas those golds came out a few months ago. Anyway, so that I'm stoked about that. PSA 10 Pro Set Black of 49. Let's see what the pop count is on this one. Pop 1. Boom. Got to get that bad boy listed ASAP. Pop 1. Here's another one I was really excited about. I pulled this in a pack of 99. Nolan Ryan. 2022 Panini Hall of Fame of 99. Clean card, right? Pack fresh. Pack fresh. No issues that I could see. And I want a 10. And I get a 9. Bullshit. That's bull crap. I might have to send that back in. That's bull crap. A 9. Come on. Oh well. Let's see the pop count on that. So you guys are watching me unbox my PSA order of 20 cards that I was hoping for 9s and 10s and a few 8s. Instead, I've gotten mostly 8s and 9s and a few 7s, 2 10s so far. Not happy about it. Need some help. I don't know what I'm doing with PSA. This is a pop 1, no higher. UFC, Nate Diaz, bought this raw 2022 Panini. What is this, that white sparkle card? Or maybe I pulled this one. To be honest with you, I forget. But it was super clean. No, no dings, no dents, no corner issues. Look at, there's not one corner issue. No scratches. Maybe it's off-centered. I don't see. I'm not familiar with these cards. I don't know enough to know this is off-centered. But I wanted the 10, and I got the 9. Fearless White Sparkle 2022 Prism UFC Nate Diaz. That's bullshit, bull crap again. That was another card I really wanted. I wanted a 10 on this. I wanted a 10 on the Nolan. I thought the 2006 Prides would at least 8s and 9s. Let's see what this pop count is on the Nate Diaz. Pop 1, 3 higher. Oh, well. Here's another Tyson Fury gold. So I did send in 2. Like I said, I've got a few. I thought it was clean. I thought it was a 10. Let's open it up. An 8. An 8. I mean, this is just useless. That's useless. But I guess this is, this is all a learning lesson. I don't know. Here's another Pele. I sent it in because I thought it was a 10. It's another 8. I'm getting hammered on these golds. What is going on here? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to take SCV's advice and send these back in just for shits and giggles. Because, I mean, come on. I guess the guy who graded these, the person who graded these, doesn't like 2023 Leaf gold. And these are 2 cards that I was definitely really also excited about. These are vintage 1990-ish Japanese Super Mario stickers. You know, those prism stickers like they used to do in the 80s. These are the 90 versions. Japanese Mario. I have no idea how these grade, what they're looking for. You know, I've got a few of them. They all look pretty clean to me. This looks nice and centered. It's a little bit off-centered, but there were no scratches, no dings that I could see. This is the Band Presto 1992 Japanese Super Mario Nintendo card. And a 9. I'm happy with that. I wanted a 10, of course. But he hit me with the 9. That's good. Let's check the pop count on that. 1992 Terabe Denwa Super Mario World Part 1 PSA 9. Happy with that because those are old and I have no idea how they grade. Pop count is 1 on that. None higher. None higher. Card number 36. Let's see how many of these have been graded. Only 2. Mine and a 6. So that's a pop 1, none higher. Here is the 1993 Band Presto. All right, we'll cover up the grade. This one also looked really nice to me. Minor, I don't even know if you would call it chipping, but I see a minor nick or chip or white spot on the corner there. Other than that, this is a beautiful card. And a 7. Jesus. So maybe I'm missing dings, scratches. Like, I need some help. Like SCV said in his video, I hate to keep calling that guy out, but it was a good video. And like he said, you know, and this goes for a lot of things in life. When he made a video about how to submit to PSA. He said you just got to do it and learn over time. You just got to keep doing it and doing it. You'll learn what sets grade this way, what cards grade that way, what companies, what sports, what season. You learn all the idiosyncrasies through experience. So this one got a 7. That's the last one. Let's check it's a 20, 26. Check the pop count on this. Also probably low because for some reason people aren't sending these in. And it's a pop 2 with 8 higher. Interesting. So a lot more have sent in that year, the 93 than the 92. Yeah, it's a 7. There's 2 8s, 9 5s, and 1 10. Okay, and here we go. If you guys want to look at them one more time, I know that I do. Thanks for watching me open this PSA order. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the ones. Let's quickly review the ones that didn't come back. Did they mark them on? So this is a 2004 La Estrellas de la Lucha Libre El Gigante. This came from like some type of, sticker book for Lucha Libre. I think in Spain. And I guess they don't grade these, or they don't have enough information. So that won't get graded. And then these are the two 1984 Tele Indiscreta Miami Vice perforated cards. These came from a magazine. There was about 10 of them on a page. And looks like they're not grading these for some reason. So a lot of information online about them. And then we have the ones that did get graded. So by the way, I sent in 1, 2, 8. I sent in 20 cards. 3 came back ungraded. So out of 17 cards, I got 2 10s. And I'll tell you which ones this one I'm really happy about. I got an 8. I thought it might come back a 7. This one I thought it would be a 10. But I'm not, learning experience. Thought it would be a 10. Really happy about that. I thought 8 was my best case scenario, and it came back an 8. I really didn't know about these at all, but I was hoping for at least an 8. Came back a 7. This one came back a 9, so that's nice. Again, came back an 8. This one came back an 8. I got hammered on those. They're kind of irrelevant, though, because they don't sell for much. I guess I was just hoping for 10s. This one I wanted a 10 on. There's nothing wrong with the card. This one I wanted a 10 on. Nothing wrong with the card. I got a 10 on this one. That's nice. I got a 10 on this one, but I don't know if you can see there are air bubbles that are visible in here, so I'm going to have to get that. I'm going to have to email PSA about this. And these I was hoping all for at least 8s, hoping for some 9s, and if the gods were good, a 10 or so, because there are 0 to no 9s and 10s. They all came back 8, 7, 7, 7, 8. Bullcrap. I got hammered. PSA hammered me on my 3rd or 4th order ever, but I'm learning. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave some comments. Leave me some feedback. I need help. I don't know what I'm doing when I'm submitting cards. Trying my best. Thanks for watching. See you next time.